This is me, and I have always had a dream of making a viral Roblox game. So in the next 7 days, I'm going to attempt to do that. I want to prove to myself that I can make a game that can reach more than 1000 live active users. And what's a better way to do it than making a garden game, which is proven to be a popular genre. So what am I waiting for? Let the 7 days begin. Here we go, day 1. I need to think of a fresh idea. Yesterday I was playing fish and I thought about something. Instead of catching fishes, you could catch crops. Of course, you wouldn't catch them out of the water. Instead, there's going to be a giant tree that'll spawn crops that you can catch with a net. Now that I have a plan, let me get to work. I hopped on a 3D modeling software called Blender and made a basic net. Once I was done, I created a brand new group and opened a new place. I messed around with the lighting until it looked somewhat good. Okay, so I got the net in hand, it's sideways and it looks a little bit weird. Mostly because it doesn't have any animations, and if you know me, I can't animate. I will leave this job to a professional. In the meantime, I made a small base plate and started working on a data system. I asked AI for some help and was honestly surprised. Yo, AI is genius. The data is being perfectly replicated to the client. Hopefully there won't be any data issues. I scripted the main system that's going to spawn the crops. I will have a small part on the server and the actual crop replicated to the client. I mean, it works, but these parts keep getting stuck and they're colliding with each other. For example, this one, I don't know why it's not moving outwards. I will probably have to hire someone because I don't know what I'm doing. If you couldn't tell, I have zero experience about pathfinding. I made a post in Hidden Devs. Hopefully somebody will apply. I scripted the basic system that should replicate the crop model on the client. Then I made the big tree that I was talking about. I think it turned out pretty good, so I posted it on Twitter. You should drop a follow. I made a small hut. Here you'll be able to buy nets. The animator got back with his work and these animations look really nice. I still haven't decided what to do with these crops. Either I can make them go to your base or you'll need to carry them. I don't know what's the best approach. I also made a holding animation and scripted the system that allows you to carry the crops. I made some improvements. First of all, I got rid of the base plate and made these crops feel more alive. They have this walking animation, but they keep getting stuck. I still haven't found a scripter. I didn't realize that my post got declined. How is 3000 Robux not enough? Let me try 5k. Right now, the game looks empty, so it's time to make some UI. I went for a minimalistic style with a wooden accent. I really like how this looks. Then I scripted the merchant and added Bob. Let me talk to my man Bob and buy this basic net. I can either purchase it with coins or Robux. Then I can use it to catch these crops, and I still haven't figured out what to really do with them. I don't know if carrying them is the best approach. The players might get bored. I ended up scrapping this idea. Simplicity is an important aspect. Since I have a wall merchant, having one net doesn't make sense anymore. So I made 10 more and used Substance Painter to color them. It's really late and I'm finally done with these nets. They turned out to be pretty good. I like how they look. These carrots are ruining my footage. You know what they say, without hard work there's no results. This is true, and you can apply this to everything. I started my day with scripting. I made a function that I can easily call to give a net. I did some grinding while I was at school, and now you're able to buy these nets with Robux. I don't know why, but every single one of my games struggles with monetization. And looks like I didn't even get the net. Nice. Anyways, I made each net give you more luck. If I equip this magma one, the chance increases to 71%. The basics are done. Now I need to figure out what to do with these crops. I believe the best approach is having a plot for each player. In total, I made 3 plot levels, each one getting a little bit bigger. Then I made this bridge that connects your plot to the main island. Of course, nothing works without scripts, so I made a plot system. Once I was done, I added a coin counter, friend boost and a home button. Okay, so I added a few things. First of all, a home button, a currency counter, a friends boost, and a couple other features. I finally decided what to do with these crops. They're going directly to your inventory. This way the gameplay is much simpler. Along with that, there are also going to be mutations. Ever since fish came out, these have been a huge trend. I did some changes to these crops. They all have a chance of spawning with a mutation. This one's diamond, and instead of you carrying the crop to your base, you can directly catch it. Oh god, there's so many errors, I need to fix them. The first one was related to these mobile buttons. It was an easy fix, but there's something wrong with the placement system. I fixed it by filtering out other plots and only using my own. Let's go, it finally works, and it looks so good as well. I'm proud of this system. It's day 3 and I got straight to work. I made this billboard UI and wrote a script that's going to play an animation for each crop and update the UI. The main gameplay is nearly done. You can place down your crops and they will passively earn you income. There are still some minor bugs, but overall it works. However, I'm far from done with this game. I fixed them and thought about adding rebirths. I asked AI to generate me an icon. Yeah, screw AI. I decided to use this trophy instead and finished designing the UI. I also made a group rewards and rebirths frame. Let's go, I'm finally done with the UI. It took a little bit longer than I expected it to. However, I have a secret trick. All my games have terrible monetization, and I have a fix for that. I'm going to add these developer products that allow you to gain a boost for a small period of time. I can make them very cheap and it'll increase the payer conversion rate. I'm also going to try to enable this notification if one of your friends is online. It turns out that you can do that with social service by using prompt game invite. And just like that, the group rewards and the invite should work. I can go ahead and invite my friends for an additional coin boost. These rewards should work as well. Let's see if I get these items. There we go. Now I need to make the rebirths work. Luckily, one of my other games has this system. All I had to do was make some adjustments. Here are all the crops that I'm going to use. There's 18 in total. I configure them by assigning a rarity, image, chance, weight, and etc. Let me try the rebirth and let's see if my base upgrades. I have enough money and I have the required crops. It's a little bit broken. Oh, it's supposed to be placed fruits. Yeah, I was still struggling with rebirths. At least they work now. I started my day off by building the map. I added borders and a bunch of trees. It's not the best map that I have made, but it'll do the trick. Okay, so the game is starting to piece itself together. I'm done with the map, and I also added a few more features. I also made a settings frame. Here you can adjust the sound, music, low graphics, and turn on your notifications. It's time to add the shop. I decided to give AI another chance, and damn, these icons are clean. I made a shop frame, and visually this might be my best one yet. I uploaded 2 game passes and tested out the shop. And just like that, I'm fully done with monetization, except for some minor things. Woohoo, day 5. The game is pretty much done, so it's time to make the thumbnails. I usually set up the scene in Studio and do the editing in Photoshop. This is how the first thumbnail turned out. I'd say that it's pretty good. I also made this one. It's a bit more unique, so I'll see how it performs. I couldn't find anyone that was suitable for the pathfinding job, so let me try to do it myself. I'm too dumb to make the crops go in random positions, so I'm going to use paths. I guess after all, I don't need to hire anyone. I was able to make this simple movement system in a couple of hours. This way the movement is way more predictable. This way there shouldn't be any cases where the crop gets stuck. Alright, so it's day 6 and I want to add more features. One of them is an index. It's a great way to boost that day 7 and day 30 retention. Once I was done, we started testing and things didn't go as planned. One of my testers is literally flying. Plots are glitched and the placement system malfunctioned. One by one I fixed all of these bugs and by the time I was done, it was already midnight. It's quite late right now, but I should be done with these bugs. I had to fix all of these and there were so many. My testers did a good job. Anyways, I need to catch some sleep. I got school tomorrow. I woke up, went to school, took a bike ride and got to work. I need a game logo, so I asked ChatGPT to generate one. I have to say, I'm surprised. Okay, this is not going to work. What the f even is this? I ended up using this one. It's also AI generated. We did another testing session and there were 4 less bugs. I fixed them and now I can say that this game is completed. It's time to put it in motion. I pretty much spent half of my day fixing bugs, but I'm happy to say that this game is finally live. I scheduled the first ad campaign and it should be already running when I wake up, so I'll see you tomorrow. I woke up to exactly 0 players. Yeah, it's not looking that good. I'm glad I added these leaderboards because I can see how much people have grinded. My friend is still on top. It's day 7. I'm technically past the 7 days, but I managed to finish the game before that. I might as well make the first update. I added this shovel that you can use to pick up the crops. Then I scripted it, and while I was doing that, my game started to gain more and more players. I also added gifting, which doubles down as trading. I paid close attention throughout the day on how the game was doing, and this is what I found. Yo, look at this man's farm, he has a crazy collection. There are so many crops, my game is slowly starting to lag. I think I need to increase the radius. I bought more ad credits, and by the end of day 8, I launched the second campaign. I woke up and checked how my game was doing. It's the next day, and surprisingly, the game hasn't broken down. If I check the console, there are 0 errors. Now it's only a matter of time before it blows up. I waited until this ad stopped running, and here are the results. The second ad just ended, and I don't know how the first one is still running. Anyways, this ad got a click-through rate of 2.12%, which is average. It's nothing crazy, but not bad as well. However, the playthrough rate is only 0.71%, which is pretty low. And I managed to make 7 Robux. Let's go. Yeah, this is insane profit. I decided to spend more Robux and launch the biggest ad yet. I'm curious to see how it will perform. To be honest, my game is stuck between 10 to 50 players, it can't seem to get past that. However, these players seem to really enjoy this game. Somehow millions of coins, and there are people with over 5 rebirths. It seems that the players are enjoying the game, but the algorithm doesn't. Maybe I just need to wait more time. Enough time has passed, let me reveal the results. It turns out that this game has completely flopped. It only has 10 players. I honestly don't know what went wrong, I thought it had potential. Let me take a look at the stats. I think the main reason why this game flopped is the horrible monetization. This is just sad to watch, it has only made 31 Robux in the last 72 hours. However, these thumbnails are really good, so there might be hope. I ended up with a total profit of negative 21,705 Robux. Yeah, it's bad, but you can't expect everything to go as planned. Maybe this game was meant to be used as the stepping stone towards success. Most importantly, you just need to keep on trying and eventually things will work out. I would appreciate if you could smash that subscribe button. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, have a great rest of your day, and peace.